Good day to you all. Welcome to another one of our Lenten reflections. Palm Sunday, the Passion of the Lord. Unlike every other Sunday, Palm Sunday gives us two gospel readings, not just one. But they could not be so different in character and in the story. The first passage of the gospel is about the triumphal entry of Jesus into Jerusalem. In that first gospel passage, it always begins in the entrance of the church. And there we read this gospel story. And this first gospel story is about the triumphant entrance of Jesus into Jerusalem. The story tells us that he has the disciples go to find him an ass to sit upon and to bring it to him. And as they do, the disciples cloak this animal with their cloaks. They place Jesus upon this, and as he enters into the city of Jerusalem, there is all of this excitement. People are throwing their cloaks on the ground. People are picking up branches, and they're waving their branches and giving him a royal entrance into the city. All of the basic symbols are there for a royal entrance into the city. And so we begin our celebration on Palm Sunday and Passion Sunday in the entryway as Jesus enters into, indeed, his great mystery. And so we are reminded as we pick up our branches, as we hold them high, as we bless them, that this is about the triumph of Jesus, the kingship of the Lord Jesus, and his welcoming into the city of Jerusalem. The second gospel reading today is the Passion of Jesus. How different, once again, are these readings? The first, this great royal triumphal entry into the city of Jerusalem, confident that Jesus is their Messiah. But then at the gospel reading during the liturgy, it's the Passion story. The story that we are always reminded when we enter churches by these stations of the cross, telling us each step of the way this horrific violence done to this innocent man. What a contrast. And yet, how important the contrast is. Not only is it important to recognize the kingship of Jesus, but it's also important to recognize his crucifixion, his self-sacrifice. And so, as we gaze upon these stations of the cross, we are reminded of that path to Calvary. We are reminded of our own paths to Calvary. We are reminded of our own sufferings. We are reminded that it is Jesus in his life, in his death, and in his resurrection that we will come to know him, and we will come to recognize that even our own crosses will be lifted up by the Lord Jesus. And so as we begin this holy week, the holiest week of our Christian Catholic experience, this Holy Week reminds us of the great kingship of the Lord Jesus and of his willingness to self-sacrifice for us.